Hi, I'm just going to go through some sort of certain concepts that I found really helpful for both on learning movement and also teaching movement, which is what I'm doing for a living. And again, this comes from Joan Elphinston and the books Stability, Sport, Performance, Movement, which I can't recommend highly enough, and which I've got no financial interest in. It's just I found it very useful. So the first concept we're talking very quickly about is posture and head posture. So, and I'm going to demonstrate this from the side. So a lot of people these days have a fairly head forward posture there. If they can find a good posture where they lengthen up from the back, you'll hopefully see an immediate improvement in posture. So one of Joan's concepts is the concept of ballooning. So imagine there's a string attached to the back of the top of your leg and it's floating up the ceiling, and that's elevating the back of the neck and switching on the balloon. And then if you put your hands on your lower tummy and just put that on and just feel how your lower tummy automatically comes in just a little bit, and that's your core muscles switching on fairly effortlessly. I like to do this way. Sometimes I think people do bad head posture position and then get them to lengthen up. And I think if you can maintain that balloon posture whilst you're skipping, you really feel the lower muscles switching on. Again, it's automatically in response to that's that posture, finding that posture by just lengthening up the back of your neck there. Okay, so that's concept one. The other concept, which I think is relevant to boxing, is the concept of what we call low stress abdominals. There's a lot of stuff these days on the core, and often I find a lot of boxers are probably overactive in the core. And there's two ways that sort of Joe often described it. There's the sort of the core that you need when someone hits you. It's almost like a defensive suit of armour to stop that buckling on the spine as you take stock. But just try this. Try really tensing your abdominal muscles and then walking around and see how easy that is to move. It restricts rotation, it restricts movement. What we need in boxing is you need that elasticity of movement. And that still means the abdominals are working, they're stretching and staying connected, but it's that elasticity that we need to move. And then, if you do get hit, the abdominal wall comes on. But don't try and box with over-tense abdominals. And you can get over-tense abdominals if you do far too much flexion sort of stuff. So just lengthening up, you feel the abdominal wall coming on. Just thinking of that concept of being elastic will help you switch on the abdominals. So two concepts: posture and elasticity and elastic abdominals. Okay. Again, we're coming back to equipment you can use at home. Exercise bands are an excellent piece of equipment. Generally, the darker the band, the stronger it is. So, the market leader is a company called TheraBand, and their lighter band is yellow, the darker band is grey or black. This one's sort of in the middle. Okay? So I'll show you a few exercises that I think are helpful for boxers. If you've got a ball, you can sit on the ball. You don't have to, you can sit on a chair. Okay? Now this is a really good exercise for what's called the rotator cuff, and also your triceps as well, and your mobility here. So I put the band under my shoulders here, so it's on the armpit, then I wrap the outside of it around here, okay? And that wrapping the outside will cue a bit of the rotator cuff, which is the kind of important muscle around the shoulder blade area. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press my arms up to the ceiling there, okay? And then I'm going to fold at the elbow as I lower down, okay? As I press up to the ceiling, I feel the sit bones that I'm sitting on drop a little bit into the ball or chair and press up there. That's it. So I'm staying open across the collarbone. I'm slightly rotated here in the arm. And then pressing up here. And I'm relaxed around this area of the neck, which is often an area that tenses up like that. Okay, so I feel that, I feel the muscle around the shoulder blade working, slowly down, and coming up there. Okay, you can do it this way, pressing it up, there, coming down. Okay, so that's using the band for pressing motion. You can use the bands for a pulling motion. Again, an exercise I like is when you start the band down here, you drawing the sword exercise there. So it's a pulling exercise, you're staying open across your collarbone, bringing that, lifting the elbow up here, and pressing out. Again, select a band where you feel you're working, but there's no tension in my neck and shoulders. The palm is open here. Start there, cross the body, and out to the side. And you do about 10 repetitions on each side there. You can take an adaptation of that sort of exercise. It is kneeling on the floor, pulling in there, one hand on here, and then rotating and looking towards where the hand's going there. Drawing across here, elbow up, and open across there. An exercise that, oops, coming out the camera here, an exercise that I like for isolating the movement in the tricep, and also using the rehabilitation exercise lie on the back here. You can lie on a roll, hands on the cushion here. I'm staying wide across the collarbone. My band is over there, my elbows are in. I press up there, don't push back into the floor, I just open the front of the elbow there and slowly down, keeping this band as vertical as I can. And again, it gets that isolation to your tricep, then when you flex it, then you can contract the shoulders if you want, so you can take it into a punchy action there. Coming back there. Just do it slowly. There. So if I'm lying on the floor here, where I am across the collarbone and wide across the collarbone, shoulders aren't rounded, I'm pressing out there. And then, again, as I said in previous videos, common thing with boxers is shoulder, elbow, and wrist. So this is a nice one for again. This arm stays vertical, I open, I do some isolated tricep work there, and then turning into punching action there, coming down. The shoulder blade stays still on the ground there, and then I protract the shoulder there. Yeah, if you've got the, straight up, line of the band here, and you can do an exercise like this. My elbow's level on the collarbone, and then rotating back there. Okay, doing on both sides. Okay, so those are some, what I think are some useful exercises for the boxer and the shoulder. Okay.